Chapter 16. Staying relevant. Staying relevant is like going to the gym and working out every day. Going to the gym to watch other people work out won't get you in shape. You must work out on your own. And if you want to see results, then you must work out a few times a week. Creating buzz and relevance online is exactly the same. You must be releasing content at least once a week, just like you need to be in the gym at least once a week if you like to stay in shape. The more days that you're working out at the gym, the faster you will start seeing results. There is no quick or easy way to remain relevant besides constantly creating new content. True relevance means thousands of people are searching for you on a daily basis. If no one is searching for you, then you are irrelevant. Don't feel bad about it. Just create content that will get people talking and searching for you or your brand. If you're fortunate enough to create a hit song or successfully launch a viral marketing campaign, then congratulations. You're creating emotion-stirring content. At this point, you must continue to create. There's never time to bask in the glory of your success. There's often a small window of opportunity, or what some people will call 15 minutes of fame, and you must work to get past this phase. Use your new income and notoriety to create newer and better content. You may now understand how viral marketing works, and you may feel as if you can repeat the process over and over again. Once you figure out the process, it becomes easy. Never get comfortable and always stay creative. Do not let financial limitations stop you from creating. You must keep pushing your campaigns forward and repeat the success process. It is up to you to come up with great ideas for new, compelling content. So I suggest that you always have brainstorming sessions with your team where you all come up with content ideas and marketing campaigns that will work to keep your brand relevant. Don't be the person who is content with the minimal level of success. You must always find new ways to build your fan base. You must stay relevant if you want to reach your highest potential in the entertainment business. I once managed an artist who would always go to other people's red carpet events just to stand on the red carpet and take photos. I wanted to shoot some new content with this artist, but she'd always be too busy socializing at other people's parties and events. One day I asked her, why does she feel the need to be at every event? She told me she's keeping herself relevant. I couldn't agree with her because it had been months since we put out any new and relevant content on her behalf. I don't believe that going to parties and being seen at the club all the time truly keeps you relevant in the entertainment world. As a new artist or label, I would not recommend trying to be a socialite as a way of staying relevant. People who are considered socialites are able to attend VIP parties and take red carpet photos because they are often from wealthy families and they don't really need to shoot new content to be famous because their fame is inherited. The goal is to be the conversation of the party, and you don't need to be at the party to be the conversation. From my experience, putting out new content is the only true way to stay relevant. You can only physically be at one place at any given time. Your music and video content has the ability to be seen all over the world at any given time. Going to celebrity parties and being spotted on red carpets may have been impressive before the digital age, but it really doesn't mean much anymore. With social media, everyone has access to where the hottest parties will be, and anyone can be at the same party with their favorite celebrity with the help of Snapchat or Instagram. Instead of being an artist and working on her art, this artist I work with was being a groupie and a bandwagon rider. True artists are creating new art and don't have time to be at everyone else's event. Create your own events and have people come to you. Be the talk of the party and not just another face at a party. Anyone can take a picture on a red carpet. Focus on your craft and don't get so caught up with what everyone else is doing. When you're busy chasing other people around, that's when you become irrelevant. If you've ever read the book, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, you know that Law 16 says, use absence to increase respect and honor. 48 Laws of Power also says, too much circulation makes the price go down. The more you are seen and heard from, the more common you appear. If you are already established in a group, temporary withdrawal from it will make you more talked about and even more admired. You must learn when to leave. Create value through scarcity. Conversely, when you become too present, too accessible, leaving no room for the imagination, the more you pursue, the less they love you. What withdraws, what becomes scarce, suddenly seems to deserve our respect and honor. What stays too long, inundating us with its presence, makes us disdain it. That statement is the essence of what staying relevant in the digital media age is all about. Create relevance by being a prolific content creator. If not, then you will be in the mercy of other people to keep you relevant, which usually doesn't work. If people aren't talking about you, then you probably aren't giving them anything to talk about. When you release content that people like, they will talk about it. People want and need new entertaining content, and you must give the people what they want. The amount of people who are fed content far outweigh the amount of people who feed the content. Be a content feeder and don't bother being a bandwagon rider. I've watched many artists get upset with bloggers and magazine writers for not writing articles about them. No blog is obligated to post your content, and magazine writers don't need to write about you just because you released a new project. Understand that no one is looking to put you on. The days of getting discovered in the mall by some music exec is over. Major labels, magazines, and blogs keep their eyes on independent acts who are self-sufficient. When these acts build a true loyal following and start selling out local shows, magazines and blogs have no choice but to pay attention to their movement. Your job is to attract fans while not worrying about attracting major labels, magazine writers, and bloggers. Realize that it's no one else's job to keep you or your brand relevant besides you and your team. Don't get caught up in what your favorite website, magazine, or blogs are doing. I found that most writers and bloggers are rarely trendsetters, so don't expect them to do anything for you or to break your content first. Most smaller blogs will only support what other mainstream publications post. Mainstream magazines are no different. Most magazine writers will only write about whatever is popular at the time, and they have no interest in the unknown. Don't get upset with the writers and bloggers because you aren't making content that they want to support. When you create real buzz and relevance, the word will get out. Social media influence and word of mouth is usually the main contributing factors that will make magazine writers and bloggers write about you. I found that most bloggers usually have their own agenda, and they're probably trying to break their own brands and artists through their blog outlet. So they have no interest in supporting anyone who won't bring their website or blog new traffic. Everyone in the entertainment business is looking for relevance, not just you. Most people in the industry are like blood-sucking vampires who are looking for people with fresh buzz and relevance to suck dry. People will become interested in you when they see you are accomplishing success and pulling off impressive marketing feats. Admiration is what gets people talking and writing about you. Make people admire you for your creative work, and you will always be relevant. I also noticed that people now seem more concerned about having followers than actually having content. People are even going so far as to pay for fake followers on social media sites so that it appears as if they have a large fan base. I guess they assume that if they appear relevant by boasting a large fake following, real people will eventually want to follow them. This method of social media marketing is a big waste of time. The goal isn't to appear relevant. The goal is to actually be relevant. Don't get so caught up in what other people think of your low social media follower count. This is a backwards approach. Your following will gradually go up if you are creating and sharing relevant content. Having a bunch of followers means nothing if you have no content or products to offer. If your goal is to be a social media personality and you have no music to sell, then you better find something to sell soon. A large social media following can also enable you to sell advertising to companies looking to advertise. If selling advertising is your goal, then be clear that advertising is your product. Create a service or have information to offer people in your posts. There's millions of people on social media nowadays, and people only want to follow others who have something to offer. I've seen artists' followings increase from nearly nothing to tens of thousands of followers overnight. When you finally create something that people want to spread, your following will go up naturally, and you won't have to pay for fake followers on your social media pages. When you have 100,000 fake followers, then you put out a song and nobody buys it, those fake fans will mean nothing. I'd rather have 100 real followers than 10,000 fake followers any day. Don't be a cheat and recognize that in order to get to the front of the line, sometimes you have to wait and be patient. Everyone in the business wants to get in the front of the line, and anyone who thinks that they can skip the line is despised. I've recently come across some YouTube creators who focus on what they call a 100-day challenge, where they post a new video every day for 100 days. This method seems to work well as a way of building up a subscriber base. I'd recommend studying Google Trends and uploading relevant videos every day. I've also read that Google/YouTube rewards you with better search engine ranking when you upload relevant content frequently. Stay in the loop and build a large following of over 1 million fans. At that point, you become your own media outlet, and you can never be irrelevant when you have over 1 million real fans.